What's up, you guys? Welcome to another series that I'll be creating. As you guys can see, it's gonna be another World of Warcraft series, and it will be running, I'm assuming, alongside the other World of Warcraft series due to me uploading every single day. And this is my character, she's called Lisha, and we'll be doing the Draenei starting zone, the original zone, because I've done the tutorial many times, and because I wanted to go through Warlords of Draenor, which is the first expansion that I like fully played, where I had full access to the game. Because I want to do that specific expansion for the Chromie time and only that expansion. And we're gonna see how far uh, we will have to quest or have to do things until we reach level 60, of course. Now, with this, I am also going to do what I did with my Blood Elf 9 months ago. I will be reading like all the quests because all of the zones that I will have to go through, I will not have quested in a while, and I've not read those quests either. So that'd be new to me too. Um, I do need to turn it off because I think I haven't. Yeah, I still have the automatic quest turned on, so I'll turn that off in my add-ons. If you guys are perhaps wanting me to do like an add-on video or something, like which add-ons I like to use and stuff like that, I will perhaps make that if you guys could say that in the comments. But for now, I'm just gonna do the questing. I won't be using any heirlooms as we'll be leveling this one like not like a full fresh new player because that's never a possibility. But kind of going back through time to when I started playing, it's kind of the feeling that I want to give. And I'll be playing Enhancement Shaman, which is one of my characters that I really like to play. So let's start off with talking to Megalon. Uh, Megalon's first quest is "You survived. Never mind my injuries, sister." Oh, we have a brother? Or is that just like a generic, how we would say like "Yo, bro," like stuff like that. It's a miracle that any of us are alive. It didn't look like you'd pulled through. You've been in suspension for weeks. Something happened and the Exodar crashed. Many have died, but I'm relieved that you're alive, Legion. With you leading our efforts, I'm sure we'll get to safety soon. Uh, Pronidas asked me to send you to him when you awoke. He's waiting for you at the bottom of the hill. Just follow the path southwest. All right. And then obviously speak with Bernardus at the crash site in Amanvale. All right. So we'll move downwards. All right, we're arriving at Pronidas. What I probably will do is every time I need to travel distances, I will do like a cut. So you guys are aware. So every time I have to move from location to location, I'll just snip that out, and we're instantly at the spot in these kind of scenarios, right? Lisha, by my eternal soul, it is good to see you. I don't know why the Exodar crashed. Only those of us that were in this part of the ship remain. There's not much time if we were to save everyone that we can. Alright. Couldn't load Netherwing eggs. Missing. Alright, let me disable that add-on then. In after the reading this quest, replenishing the healing crystal. Our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do this at this point is to extract the blood from the local Vale moths. Their blood will make for a suitable substitute. The moths can be found in many places around the Vale, but they are mostly concentrated in the northwest. Acquire 6 vials of moth blood from the nearby Vale moths and give them to Brunitus at the crash site in Ammonvale. Alright, so before I do that, I will disable the add-on and I'm gonna have to run downstairs. So, alright, we have sorted that out and we can start killing 6 of these mod bloods. Or 6 of these mods. Because all 6 probably will drop me the moths because of the start of the game. You usually get items every kill compared to when you do quests in different zones. Could be periods where you have to like kill a few before you get the item that you want. So there we go. So that's 4. We need 2 more. And there, we'll just grab this one. I'm probably also gonna do. I'm going to pick up some professions later on as well when we get out of this area. So that will be very helpful for leveling as well. And probably over the time, I'll probably have the anniversary XP buff because the anniversary of World of Warcraft is coming up as well. Because today it's almost Halloween, so alright, we're back here. Lisha, have you harvested the necessary moth blood for the healing crystals yet? With survivors scattered all over the Vale, time is of the essence. Regrettable that those creatures had to die so that we might live. Indiscriminate killing is not the Draenei way. However, the blood you gathered will replenish our healing crystals, so their deaths will not be in vain, and we get a waste, which is an upgrade. So we'll complete that quest, and we'll equip that. I already do have boots, which are obviously my armor type. So these cloth items, this cloth item is not very helpful to me. And we'll equip the waist. There we go. Now that you've gathered all that we needed to replenish our healing crystals, I need you to deliver the vials to Zaldun, our priest. You'll find him tendering our wounded inside the central chamber of the ship. Quest objective is deliver the bundle of the vials to Zaldun at the crash site in Ammonvale. Alright, he's 60 yards away. Too bad I cannot change that to meters due to me being from Europe. That would have been quite helpful, but unfortunately that's not the case. Or at least not as I'm aware of. Hello, Zaldun. Hello, Shaman. What have you here? Is it for me? No, it's for me. Good work. This will do nicely to replenish our depleted healing crystals. Jesus, the amount of time I have to say replenished healing crystals is insane. But now that you're here, I think I have another use for you, if you're willing. Nah. How about no? Alright, Jesus. Rescue the survivors. The healing crystals are replenished, but that is not the only way we can help the injured. All Draenei can tap the gift of the Naru to heal. You must use this ability to heal one of the crash survivors. You'll find most of the survivors in the areas to the west and the northwest. But the crash... Excuse me, game. Why are you letting him run while I'm reading the quest and now I have to click? You piece of shit. Where was I? You'll find most of the survivors in the areas to the west and the northwest, but the crash scattered us all over the Vale. The survivors have suffered from exposure to the irradiated. Took much longer than necessary, but okay. Irradiated power crystals, so you should be able to find them by the red glow that surrounds them. You must save them, Lisha. Alright. Let's go to the other 2 explanation marks, as those are 2 more quests. Lisha, botanist Terex is in need of your assistance. You'll find her with her apprentices to the west, outside the ship. Speak with botanist Terex at the crash sites in Ammon Vale, which is where the other quest was. So there we go. That would actually probably level us up as well, which is lovely. Oh, thank goodness you've come. We have much to do. Complete quests. There we go. And now we have the fire shock. Volatile mutations. The irradiated power cores from the Exodar have been wreaking or wrecking havoc on the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of the strange creatures that seems to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer numbers are becoming too much for us to handle. I'd like you to go out and kill their numbers somewhat, and perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought. Kill 8 volatile mutations, then return to Botanist Terex at the crash site in Ammonvale. Accept. Alright, and these are the volatile mutations that you have to kill, so we'll just kill them, and I'm gonna start playing a little bit like an enhancement would, so we'll go fire shock, and then we'll just hit him in the face. And we go next. In the meantime, I can have an eye open. There is one. That's the one that I'll take. I'll move in that direction for the other quests, for the Draenei survivors. Saved. So there we go. And I should be able to just do this. Yes, beautiful. So we've completed that quest, and now we'll complete the mutation one. It's gonna be much easier whenever I get the talents that I want, which talents for, if you guys are new to World of Warcraft, talents unlock at level 10, and that also instantly applies with your specializations. In this class, as Shaman, you have 3 specializations, 2 DPS roles, or 2 DPS specializations, and 1 healer one. We have enhancement, which is the one that I want to play. I cannot pick that yet until I'm level 10. There is elemental, and there is the healer spec in restoration shaman. Right, we'll go talk to the botanist first, because she's closer. You're finished. That's good news. Hopefully we can find a way to avoid the killing of these mutated beasts in the future. I believe I've formed a plan that might give us an alternative solution to this problem, but I will need your help. Alright? The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Ammon Vale have been mutated because of this. I have a theory on how to heal the lake, but I must have the samples from the mutated lashers for analysis. They can be found to the west in the Ammon fields. Will you help me, Shaman? Gather 10 lasher samples and return them to botanist Terex at the crash site in Ammon Vale. And then we have apprentice official. Botanical legwork. The Ammon fields to the west are the primary breeding grounds. Okay, hello, sus. Of the local lasher population. With the corruption of the water table from the nearby lake, botanist Terex is worried that the lashers will not be able to repopulate themselves once we've cleansed the lake. Go to the Ammon fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me so that I might take a look at them and see what can be done. You should be able to identify them by their uncharacteristic red petals. Gather 3 corrupted flowers and return them to Apprentice Vishal at the crash site in Ammon Vale. Alright, and then we'll go and complete the quest, rescue the survivors first, before we go do the follow-up quests that I've just accepted. Alright. Here he is. I have to be aware, because this guy walks around, which is annoying. The light be praised. You've done that what only a true heroine could have done, Lisha. The Draenei you saved owes their continued life to your selflessness. Please take this supply pouch. You look like you can use it more than I. Complete quests. Alright, and this is now my healing ability. I think I have that on shift 2 on my other one, but I might be wrong. Or I might be slightly incorrect, but we'll figure that out later on while I get more of the things. Spare parts. We managed to recover a damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Amon Vale. There were devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local Alkin carried them off before we could get to them. Lisa, you must go south to Nestlewood, Ticket, and Hills to find the spare parts. Collect 4 emitter spare parts and then return to Technician Zana at the crash site in Amon Vale, and that will give us an upgrade on our leggings. Then we have Vindicated Aldar. Zana needs our help to salvage parts from the Exodar. Terex prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestlewood Alkin that live in the area of a lot of the salvage. Just get close to the unaffected ones and use the crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. You'll find the Alkin at the Nestlewood Ticket and Nestlewood Hills to the southeast. Use the inoculating crystal on 6 Nestlewood Alkin, then return to Vindicator Alder at the crash site in Amon Vale. Alright. Alright, I'll do the Alkin one first, and when we reach that location, I will be back, of course. Alright. So these are the Alkins that they were speaking of. Out of range? What do you mean out of range, man? Nestlewood ones. Alright, so these are the mutated ones, right? Okay, that's... So the white ones are the Nestlewood ones. There we go. That's the first one. And then here we have another... We have 3 of them, so that's actually good for the quest. Very close by each other. There we go. And then we'll do this one. We can do this one as well. No. This guy. Missed the quest. There we go. Then we have to move into the hills because we want... Alright, so we have this. Because we are looking for... there we go. There's one of the parts. That way you have an idea of what it's looking like. It literally looks like this. So, let's pick that up. We can pick a random one out of this one. Doesn't really matter. And that quest is complete already. Now we will have to dive in deeper into this area to find 3 more of these emitter spare parts. Yeah, I think usually I do go on the other side of this cave because I'm pretty sure it's just easier, as the spare parts usually are around this area more likely. Or at least it's my usual spot for when I go in this zone. So here's the second one. And then there is a third one. I'm also keeping an eye out, and there's a 4th one, okay. So the number 3, there is a 4th one here too, which is that shorter? Oh, there's a 4th one. See, this is what I mean, like it's more frequent in this little area, so. Alright, well, it's time for us to go back to the technician, so. It's gonna be a walk. Quite a walk back, as you can see, it's 400 yards, but that's okay. There's the magic of editing for you. Alright, we just arrived back in Amon Vale, and we are by Vindicator Aldar. Let's see what he has to say. The more we can do to clear up Nestlewood, the faster Zana can get back to work. With many of the Alkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and not have to worry about wiping out the Alkin population in the area. Here, choose from these. You've done good work and you deserve to be rewarded. So it would be increase your armor by 1 for an hour, or increase your strength. Well, I don't need strength on this character, so we'll just do armor. And we'll drink a potion. That way we have that buff already. The missing scout. We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity up on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting missions already undertaken had seen thorough. Have had been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. Shaman, I need you to head southwest to the other side of Silverline Lake and find Tolan and see what has delayed him. And then the quest objective, of course, says find and speak with Tolan at Shadow Ridge in Ammonvale. Spare parts. When we have those spare parts, I know that we'll get this emitter repaired. With any luck, there will be someone else out there left to talk to. Let me take a look at those. Yes, I think that these will do nicely. Good job. The emitter is rather complex, so it may take some time to finish the repairs. I'll let you know when it's ready. In the meantime, you might see if Vindicator Aldar has anything he could use you for. Well, I've already done most of the quests, but that's an upgrade on our leggings, which we'll equip. There we go. And now we will do the corrupted flowers and the lasher sample for the botanist people. For the botanist workers. So for the people that don't know, the lashers are of course these. The living flowers, basically, so we can it for some reason it doesn't show when you hover over them. Normally when you do a quest, and if you have the quest, it will show in the bottom right. It will show you that this mob or ad is bound to that quest, and it will tell you what you need. But for some reason this one doesn't do that. Perhaps they suspect you to read the quests, maybe, but we'll see. There we go, we have 4 lasher samples. We need more, of course. There's 5, so now we're halfway. We'll get the sample from this lasher, and we can then get the flower. Got another one here. And we do this. Just at a quick peek on how much of my recording is, as I'd like to, of course, not make these videos too long. Oop, I accidentally heard of this volatile mutation. My bad. And we need one more, so I'm gonna do this guy. So I can, let me heal up for a second. Not that it's crazy necessary, but it's gonna be definitely a little bit harder because of the, not using heirlooms. And I'm quite used to doing that, so that's okay. It's gonna be a bit of fun for myself as well, so let's return to those botanists. Alright, back at the botanist and the apprentice. I'll need all the samples in good condition if we're to have a chance of cleansing the lake. We don't have much time, Shaman. These will do, thank you, Shaman. While you were out, I managed to gather some equipment together to make an analysis of the samples. This should only take a moment. Thank goodness, I think it will work. I have an agent for you to spread at Silverline Lake to the south. It will neutralize the effect of the irradiated ship's power crystal that fell there. Swim out and scatter the neutralizing agent near it. Don't worry, you won't be exposed long enough to become irradiated. Quest objective: disperse the neutralizing agent at the irradiated power crystal, then return to Botanist Teryx at crash site in Ammon Vale. The Apprentice. Hello, Shaman. Do you have those flowers yet? Yes. These look like fine specimens. Thank you for performing the field work. Once I can find the time to analyze these, I should be able to tell what it will take to restore the fields. Alright. So now we gotta go to the healing the lake. Right, arriving at the Silverpine Lake, we have to go here. So this is the power crystal that they were talking about. This humongous crystal that is stabbed inside the earth. And I will press the item that we got. There we go. And that quest is also complete. Now we have to get back out of this water, which always takes twice as long. Right, back at the Botanist Teryx. Healing the lake. From what you described, the neutralizing agent worked. I just wish that I knew how long it will last. We really need to remove that power crystal from the lake entirely. Thank you, Lisha. I will tell Ted on that to try the neutralizing agent on one of the captured beasts at once. There we go. We just leveled up to level 6. Now we have to do the missing scout, which is going to take a little bit to walk to. We got an upgrade on our chestplate. It is a green item, but it is, oh, I cannot equip it yet. So this is going to be for level 8, but that must be a big drop. It's also an item that I don't have the appearance for. So that's going to be quite good. But that's actually a very good pickup already, especially for not using heirlooms. Getting that to drop is good. So, onto the scout. Alright, the scout is here. Here's Talan. Help. Blood elves. They ambushed me. Don't have long. The blood elves. You must eliminate the blood elves. Blood elf tread. Find out what they're up to. They're on the ridge behind me. Kill 10 blood elf scouts. Then return to Talan in the shadow ridge of Ammon Vale. And the blood elves are over here, so we'll get rid of them. There we go. Okay, we don't have the quest yet for the leader, unless this is like an item that the scouts drop. It might be, actually. There we go, so this would be number 4. I'm pretty sure that normally you also get like a captain that you have to kill. I think she's here. Or is it just a rare that I'm thinking of that could spawn here, perhaps? Could be that too. None of you are to leave this valley alive. Right then. And this guy as well. We can pull 2. That's okay. There we go. And then this one will be the last one. Nice. We'll activate my racial, so I get some health back. Should actually heal back up to full, which is great. We'll return back to Talan. He's not that far away, so we can just have this in the video, which shouldn't be much of an issue. Here he is. These blood elves mean to kill us all. How are we to divert them from the source? We have a item, a chest, which I will equip. It's an upgrade. Blood elf spy. I have a plan. We must kill their leader without their master. No, we must kill their leader. Without their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. We just need to buy time until the repairs are completed. Then, Vindicator Aldar must know of this. Kill the Servier Then return and tell him what we have found. Right? And we get another one. All right. So this is what I was speaking of. So there is indeed some kind of leader that you kill, but it's after that. All right. So we'll go back into this area to find the find Candra's, and she is here. I knew she was. You'll not take me alive, scum. Sure. A lot of people will say that along the lines from this journey. For the Shaman, there we go. And then we have Blood Elf plans. These plans seem important. You should take them to Vindicator Aldar at the crash site. Quest objective. Take the Blood Elf plans to Vindicator Aldar at the crash site in Ammonvale. Alright. So that's where we're going to now. Which is another 400 yards. So have fun me. Alright, we're getting close to Vindicator Aldar, so look, we'll do the spy first. I thank you for dealing with the Blood Elf Surveyor. Surely she was their leader. Rest assured, we will deal with whatever remnant of them is still nearby. Please take one of these weapons as a sign of my gratitude. Alright. Then I'll use one of my add-ons for elemental restoration, So the mace is for the enhancements. We'll take the mace, and we'll obviously equip that on my second hand. I cannot do that apparently yet. So we'll equip the better one, and we'll keep the mace for now. Then we have Blood Elf plans. What have you got here? Blood Elf plans. Here, let me read those plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. No, they're not. What are you talking about? Sorry, my Blood Elf main came to the front for a second. The Vindicator takes a moment to regain his composure. I apologize. That was uncalled for. Exactly. Fish. We're in debt to you for uncovering this information, Lisha. All right. There we go. And now we have the weapon for it, flame tongue. The emitter. Lisha, while you were out investigating the Shadow Ridge, Zana here has been going on about the holographic emitter. You might want to speak with her. Speak with Technician Zana at the crash site in Ammonvale. And she's next to him. I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal, and that should do it. Take a look at the emitter. It looks like it's beginning to work. Someone is appearing. There we go. Okay. Do you have anything else today? No doubt. The communication bot. I can give you greetings from Azure Watch. Alright. By all that is good, Lisha. You must go at once to this Azure Watch and speak with Divune. There's a path that leads west of this tiny isle. Follow it and cross the Crystal Brook River to arrive on the larger part of the isle. Continue to follow the path, and you should find Azure Watch. How would you know that? See if you can convince them to send us some aid and supplies. The rest of us will follow when we can. Thank you. You wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have made it without you. All right. So we're gonna move our way to Azure Watch. All right. That's gonna be quite the walk. The amount of yards doesn't show, but I know it's a little bit of a walk. So yeah, it's gonna be it's what they call leg day, I guess. Alright, so I came across this quest. I kind of forgot about it. But word from Azure Watch. Shaman, a couple mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Azure Watch after we received word from Zana. Please, could you go speak with caregivers with caregiver Shaman in my stead. She needs to know how many people to expect in as her watch. Just cross the Crystal Brook River here and continue following the road until you get to Azar Watch. Be sure to ask her for a place for yourself to stay in. Alright, back on our way to Azar Watch. Here we go. Now we can see it is another 600 yards. There is a quest here, but I'm gonna skip that one as it's not a fun quest to do. So, alright, we now arrive in Azar Watch, and as you can see, there is a bunch of quests here. So we'll start with one from the Hunter Trainer. The Great Moongrace Hunt. You're starting to make a name for yourself, Lisha. How about you try your hand at hunting? Back on Draenor, which is where we're going to. Our greatest hunters would hunt a beast that resembles the Moongrace stag of this region, known as a Talbuk. If you think yourself Draenei enough, go out into the wilds and kill enough stags to fill your pack with meat. You will find them grazing south of the Azar Watch. Watch out for their horns. Quest objective: bring 6 Moongrace stag tenderloins to Action at Azor Watch. Alright, now we will move ahead. Here's a profession trainer, so we can pick up the professions that we want. And we're gonna pick skinning, because that's the one that I like the most. And the second one that I'm gonna pick up is another gathering one, which is herbalism. Premium herbalism. There we go. So we picked up both of the ones that I want. We have anchorite, medicinal purpose. I found that lashes milling about on the island hold restorative, medicinal. I'm just gonna say medical because that makes more sense. Medical purpose. Medical properties in their vines through proper treatment. The vines can be broken down into a powerful healing ointment. Unfortunately, with so many injured Draenei passing through Azar Watch, we are always in short supply. Our delicate guest was found injured and unconscious by the Crystal Brook only yesterday. If you bring me vines, we may be able to save her. You will find root trappers both south and east of Azar Watch. Anchorite Fatima at Azar Watch wants you to bring her 8 root trapper vines. Isn't this a night elf? It is a night elf. Right, and then we'll go to this guy. Exarch Menelaus. There he is. Coming of age. You've survived the wilds of our new home and shown yourself a cut above the others. I believe that you've come of an age to assist those battling on the front lines of Bloodmist. The Hand of Argus could use a Draenei like you. Report to Turalius, the pack handler. You will find him outside the Exodar, tending to the Alec. Give him these orders so that he may direct you towards your new duties on Bloodmist. Quest objective: Exarch Menelaus at Azar Watch has asked that you deliver the Exarch's order to Turalius, the pack handler, standing outside of the Exodar. Alright, beautiful. Now we'll talk to Dolvi, the mining trainer. There she is. The missing fisherman. The missing fisherman. In the fevered dreams of our injured guests, she spoke of a fisherman, Cowlan, who was in some distress at Silver Mist Isle to the southwest of the coast of Azure Mist. With all that has been happening, no one has had the opportunity to look into it. But I do feel a bit of worry. Perhaps there's something you can do. Find Cowlan at the southeast docks of Silver Mist Isle of the coast of Azure Mist. Alright, now we have to talk to Technician Dayun. Ah, good to see you again. I'm glad that we were both able to get our emitters fixed, or we might never have found one another. And don't worry, we'll see it to that Amon Vale gets help and supplies. Speaking of assistance, now that you're here, go around and introduce yourself to the others. I know that there's plenty to do. Okay. Now we go talk to caregiver Shaman. We have word from Azar Watch. Oh, you must be one of the survivors we've been hearing about. I'm glad that you came. Don't worry, we will send someone to see to Ion's injured leg. I'm most interested in hearing all about your harrowing stories of survival. You're a brave one. You have made it all the way here. Choose your rewards. We'll obviously take health. It's more important. That's bandages and beyond. Welcome to As I Watch, Shaman. Please excuse the disorder to see around you. It's easy to take simple things for granted, like a fully furnished and stocked inn, until you're forced to build one from nothing. We've managed to salvage this pod for a building, but without the proper furnishing and first aid supplies, the inn is a little more than a glorified tent. Nurguni at the Exodar has offered to put together a package to help with our immediate needs, but I need someone to deliver this list to him. Quest objectives, state challenge list to the Hippogriff Master Zaldana at Azure Watch, and we'll accept that. Then we have the quest from the cryptographer. Learning the language. I think I've cracked it, Lisha. Aaron points to the totem. All that we need to know about the Stillpine Furbolg language is imprinted on their totems, with just a rudimentary understanding of how their symbols work. We can study the totems and learn to communicate with the Furbolgs. I've written down the basics of the symbol, matrix on this parchment, study it, and then examine the totem. It should lead you to the next language totem. Speak to Argo when you return an educated Draenei. Read the Stillpine Furbolg language primer that Aaron gave you and interact with the totem of Akira at Azure Watch. Oh yeah, I have to read it, so. Wait for that. There we go. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface. You note a strange collection of symbols that make your mouth form the word Agida. Totem of Ko. You begin to read the totem, barely able to pronounce the awkward words and phrases. Slowly, words start to form in your head. You think that the totem is telling you to go up the nearby hill to the northeast. Find the Totem of Ko using the clues provided to you. Alright? Then we talk to this guy for the last little bit. Zaldan. Bets, Banish, and Beyond. Good day, Alicia. Are you interested in renting a hippogriff? So you need to go to Exodar. That's going to be a bit of a trip, but don't worry. I have a way to get you there very quickly. There we go. For a small fee, you can rent one of my hippogriffs to fly you to the Exodar. Thinking a hippogriff is a faster, not to mention safer, alternative for someone carrying an important message. If you'd like to take a ride, speak to me again, and I'll make the arrangements. Quick quest objective: purchase a hippogriff ride to the Exodar from Zaldan. When you land, take Shellen's list to Noyoni in the seed of the Naru at the Exodar. There we go. So that's gonna be it for the first episode. I almost said episode 2, but this is definitely the first episode. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, then hit that like button. If you guys are new around this, then obviously hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.